Yo, it's an unsolved mystery.
Well, not really. I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
It was me.
Yeah, that was you. You're the one that called the RCMP.
I lost it. I lost it, Rick. I was so enraged that I didn't know what else to do. I felt this was an emergency, so I had to ask the police.
It
You
was
know,
you.
are we gonna find a legit goaltender to get a Stanley Cup, or this city's gonna riot? We're gonna lose McDavid. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the show. I hope all of you are following the channel. Rick Rowley will be rejoining us. He is back. That's my dog, Rick Rowley. He's going to be back. Super excited to have him back on the show. Last week, we had AJ Galante from the Danbury Trashers, the famous Netflix documentary, Untold Crime and Penalties. It was an awesome show. We actually had some audio trouble in the beginning, but afterwards it sorted itself out and put out a couple of videos from it. That's true, Kyle Pelly. Yes, the Oilers are looking at Tristan Jarry, apparently. Allegedly, that's the rumor. And then, of course, the other one is Jordan Binnington, who's been talked about for the past couple of days as well, too. So that's a big question that we're going to ask on this show. Tristan Jarry, Jordan Binnington, who would you rather go with? I think some people are saying, Tristan Jarry's having a resurgence. He fell, not too long ago, went down to the minors, has come back up, and he's had a pretty decent season with the Pittsburgh Penguins thus far this year. However, I don't know, man. I'm still more of a Jordan Binnington guy. I mean, you seen what the guy did on Team Canada last year. I just can't believe 1 year later he's just no good anymore. You know what I mean? So I think maybe a fresh start for Jordan Binnington with the Edmonton Oilers could be the trick that this guy needs to get him up and running again, right? So I'm a Jordan Binnington guy. I like his intensity. A lot of people call him a clown for the way he reacts and stuff like that. But I like that aggression. I think that's something that has been lacking on the Edmonton Oilers. Why not get it from your goalie? And you know who it reminds me a lot of? Mike Smith. Mike Smith had a very big temper as well, too, right? And he was excellent for the Edmonton Oilers. I had no complaints with Mike Smith. And so I think that's what's been lacking with the Edmonton Oilers. And obviously the Oilers bring some young blood into the lineup in Connor Clattenburg. And Clattenburg's brought that intensity to the group. So that's been a big positive change for the Edmonton Oilers. And he picked up his first goal in only 2 games. And I knew that he would, man. I saw this guy play live a couple of times here in Calgary during the preseason. And he was excellent out there, man. So here we go. Hey, Rick.
Yo, what's going on, dude?
How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Just a little tired, fatherhood gets ya.
Well, I was just going to say, man, I thought you were going to be all nice and relaxed because you're on paternity leave, aren't you?
You would think that, bro.
Hasn't been the case, eh?
Can't even get the gum inside my mouth right now. No, it's good, buddy. I'd say to anybody here, I don't know who's, like, how many of your followers got kids and shit. Like, it's really exciting, but like right at the beginning, it's like tiring as hell. And you also you kind of lose like your routine for a little bit,
Yeah. So you're getting new routines now.
Yeah, new ones too, but depending on the situation, you might need to help out more than others. But one routine that's always going to stay the same is my Nicorette gum. So
That has to stay.
that does stay. Keeps all the other routines changing more manageable.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you, man. I feel like it's been a while, man.
Yeah, last week with you and AJ, I was gonna hop on. There was like an issue, I guess, with his live.
Yeah.
And then I tried getting on, and then I didn't. I don't know. One thing led to another, and
Yeah.
it happens. So, dude, no worries.
But he says he wants to do it again, man. So
Nice.
maybe next week. Should we keep the same time, or you and I will just continue to talk leading up until that time?
Yeah, probably that. I would assume just because, Milady, she's on the IR right now. She got like after everything that she went through with like the pregnancy, she went on the injury reserve. So I've been kind of helping out a little more, and I'll be
Shoot.
honest. Yeah, I know she's getting the treatment. We can't get it till the 18th of December, but I'll be honest, like I haven't seen as much puck as like kind of in between. Like I'm like changing diapers and watching the Leafs shit the bed at the same time. I'm literally looking at two different shits at once, right? Like one that my
Well,
daughter's
yeah.
making, one that the Leafs are.
While you're getting peed and pooed on at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. I can't escape it no matter what, whether it's my daughter or the Leafs. But yeah, no, it's. I mean, I still keeping tabs on what's going on.
It's good. It's good to see it, man. Yeah, I could tell. I was listening to your podcast, your recent episode. So you're well in tune with what's still going on, man. And I can see from some of the latest videos that you've been putting out as well too. And we may as well start with this one. I was laughing so hard when you put this one up. I couldn't believe this was actually real when you put
Yeah.
this up, or is this altered?
Okay. So that was sent to me by a user. So what I'm gonna say is it could be one of two things. Either either this was a call that was like an Oilers fan did call the RCMP asking for a starting goaltender. My theory is I did look at the RCMP Twitter X or whatever the hell they're calling it this week, and I did not see it. So I'm wondering if it was either an angry fan who was just like so pissed, or maybe this thing is like really old and it just like resurfaced. Because I was like, I'm not gonna go back like because let's be honest, the Oilers have had goaltending issues for like as long as we can remember. I mean, like since fucking Cujo, have they had like a stud? I don't know. Like so this tweet could be I mean, Twitter's only been around for what, like 15 years, so this could have happened anytime in the last 15 years. We don't it's an unsolved mystery.
Well, not really. I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
It was me.
Yeah, that was you. You're the one that called the RCMP.
I lost it. I lost it, Rick. I was so enraged that I didn't know what else to do. I felt this was an emergency, so I had to ask the police.
It was
Are we gonna find a legit goaltender to get a Stanley Cup, or this city's gonna riot? We're gonna lose McDavid. You know?
Yeah, no, you said it, pal. And the thing is, too, actually on my podcast, I felt bad because I was sort of like, yeah, I'm on my buddy's podcast. I didn't say your actual name because I was like, I don't know if you'd wanted me to like drag you through the mud and just be like, yeah, this guy. And you know what's crazy? On my pod, I went out of my way to say like, like I think the Oilers are going to turn it around here. And I spent fucking like 10, 15 minutes talking about it. And then what happened the next game later, they put up a fucking 8 spot against, bro. Like, I don't know with this team, man. I was going to go to fucking West Edmonton Mall tonight to get their autographs. And I was even going to bring my kid to see if I could cut the line. But after that nonsense, I was like, I'm not fucking going. I'm not waiting in line for that.
But you did drag my name through it. You're like, yeah, Stu on this
Oh, I did say
podcast.
Stu. Okay. So
You know,
I
he
did.
just rips. He just hates the goaltending. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Rick. I listened back to the show and I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're the one that rips on Skinner more. I'm the one that laughs at your jokes.
Well, I just said like, put it this way: is like when I shit talk them, I do it like for jokes. I feel like Oilers fans do it because they're actually like angry and upset. Like what I
I'm
mean?
angry. I'm very angry.
Yeah, I'm just more like I don't know, dude. Like I just the Oilers this past year. Like the more I think about it, I was like, I could be wrong about everything, dude. Like I was like, yeah, I think they're gonna. I was like, just like how close they've come. I was like, every year I pick them to win the mug, but now I'm just like, fuck, I don't know, dude. I can't see them being Colorado, like with this shit that we're putting up right now.
Dude, Colorado's insane right now. I think there it is, man. 10-game leader right now for the Avalanche. Just nasty right now.
There's like right now, like I get it. It's not always going to be fucking 9-1 games and shit, but I'm just like, there's no way that Oilers roster right now could take out the Avalanche, which
No.
is very surprising for me to admit that because I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck is up with this team, but they're streaky like my fucking underwear, bro.
But you know what's turned things around for the Colorado Avalanche?
Was Mackenzie Blackwood and Scott Wedgwood?
Goaltending, bro.
Yeah.
Goaltending. I mean, Joe Sakic, I was like, this guy's a genius, but I couldn't understand why, after they won the Stanley Cup, they traded away Darcy Kemper. I was like, are you stupid? You traded away one of the best goalies in the league, and it really affected them. And now look what's happened. He goes out there, gets Mackenzie Blackwood. Scott Wedgwood has really stepped up his game.
Oh, yeah.
And these guys are freaking lights out, bro. Goaltending's a real thing, man. And listen, man, I'm not an idiot. You watch the Edmonton Oilers defensive play. I'll admit it's terrible. You know, they gave up way too many odd man rushes. I think they're last in the league when it comes to odd man rushes. The slot opportunities, I get it. But I think what really plagues the Edmonton Oilers is when you see the basic shots or, you know, a 2-on-1 from time to time. It's like, okay, you know, hopefully Skinner can give us a save here. And then he doesn't. And I think that just affects the team's mojo, man. It's just one thing leads to another. And now what we've been talking about goaltending, every show. And now people are starting to say, oh, they need to change Skinner. Yeah, I told you guys. I've been trying to tell you this.
Even fucking, you were saying before it was cool to say it, eh?
Dude, man.
But
now they want to listen?
Yeah, that's such a fucking boner kill when you can't keep the momentum going because again, I was like 3 of a possible 4 points down in Florida. You fucking exercise the demons. I get it that you didn't have Barkey and Kachuk there, but they still, you know, they chased Bobble. They won the game. You know, it got close, but they won it like 6-3. And then all of a sudden it's like, that is such a dagger when you come back home and then you get fucking pumped like that.
Yeah.
And it was just like, but to be honest, dude, I don't think at this point now, like Picks, like I know everyone loves him and stuff on the team, but I don't think it's necessarily a Skinner thing anymore. I think it's more like, dude, I don't think any of those guys should be fucking starters, dude. Like I'm sorry, I just don't. Like,
I mean, the numbers don't lie, Rick. I mean, you want to see something pretty nasty here.
Yeah.
I saw it right after the game. I was like, I got to snap a picture of this, man.
Why you got the abs on there? They used to have Gorgiev. And he was a goalie. He was a goalie from fucking Bulgaria. I didn't even know that there was a hockey player from. That's probably the reason why he was fucking trash. And then they I think he just went back to the KHL and they got 2 new goalies, fucking Blackwood and Wedgwood. They like their wood, bro.
Well, that's who they. Georgiev was the backup to Darcy Kemper before that, right? And they decided to run with Georgiev. He made the All-Star team. I don't know how that happened with Colorado, just because Colorado was so good. And then obviously it was revealed he wasn't that good at all. Yeah. Then they went out and got those 2 goalies, and look how good Colorado is. But here's the numbers, man. Have a look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but pretty brutal. Calvin Pickard ranked dead last in the league, 51st.
Picks is giving up 4 a game?
That's what it says, but, you know, I don't understand. I don't understand, though, Rick. I'm like, I don't know who's keeping track of these stats, but if you watch that last game, Skinner got pulled 4 goals on 8 shots. And
that's not going to help your numbers.
But I just don't understand how Pickard's numbers are worse. Like, he was in there in that game. Obviously, he let in the same amount after, but there was a lot more shots on goal. So I don't know how his are so bad compared to Skinner's, because Skinner's the one that's been yanked multiple times. So I don't know, but
that probably means that Stu, although this is a crazy thing to say, is that has probably been more consistent. Like he's still been shit, but like at least consistently dust. Whereas Picks has probably had some fucking really rough games. That's probably all that means. Like, but it's just like I was listening to McDavo and he was talking about like everything's brutal. Like he was just basically like, and he was talking about I think the more I think about it, I'm like, I think they're getting really fucking pissed off with Boosh because they were talking
Mm,
about like this sustain, like basically they get hemmed in their zone for like a minute straight. And this happens to the Leafs, dude. I'm telling you, it's the same fucking thing. It's the Leafs. They can't fucking clear it out, which I don't understand for the Oilers because they actually have puck movers. So I don't know why it's so hard for them to clear the zone, but they get hemmed in their own zone, and then next thing you know, they're chasing the puck for like. And
mm.
like I used to be a fat kid growing up, right? So it was like when I was fucking running after something, like I get winded after like literally 30 seconds, and then
Yeah.
I just fall on the ground and fucking I don't know, start like shit myself. But that's what I'm saying is I think this is what happens to the defense. They can't fucking clear, and then next thing you know, it's in the back of your net because the goaltending can't fucking. Does this make sense? I sound like more like a coach this episode. And I've only ever coached fucking 5-year-olds, but
You've coached 5-year-olds?
oh yeah, I used to be a fucking like a hockey coach for Learn to Play in Toronto. One of my buddies, he played in the O and he fucking got me a gig there, and I used it as an opportunity just for me to work on my own fucking clap bombs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, all the kids would be like practicing on one side, and then all of a sudden Coach Rick would be on the other side away from everyone, just
Hmm.
practicing his fucking wristies and shit. It's a tough goal
Uh,
right now.
it is, man. So I don't know what the fix for the Edmonton Oilers is. That it's, the rumors are going right now. There's two goalies right now. Jordan Binnington, who you had
Yeah.
mentioned when we first started doing the show, if that's somebody you're going to go with, and his name's come up a lot that the Oilers had some interest in, and you could see why, considering what he did last year with Team Canada. Start of this season hasn't looked very bright for Jordan Binnington, and the other
Yeah.
name that's come up, Tristan Jarry, is the other goalie that they're talking about right now with the Pittsburgh Penguins, who also had a rough go the year before,
That's yeah.
got sent down to the AHL. However, is having a little bit of a resurgence with the Pittsburgh Penguins this year, so the Oilers showing some interest there. But my only concern with that is Tristan Jarry more of a sure thing over Binnington? That I mean, Binnington's won a Stanley Cup. The guy's a winner. Was on Team Canada last year for the Four Nations, perhaps one of the toughest tournaments we've ever seen in the history of the NHL. And he's having a bit of a rough go with St. Louis this year. And I don't know. They're leaning towards Jari now. I don't know, man. What do you think?
But that's what I was saying, man. Is like I don't know if the fucking grass is greener on the other side, fella. Like again, it's like what you guys want isn't available. Like I'm just being honest, dude. Like what the Oilers need, not even what you want. Like you need a fucking Sorokin. You need like but that isn't available. And it's a catch 22. It's like, yes, you don't want to go with student picks anymore. Look at the numbers, bro. It does not fucking lie. But like, is Benner fucking and like Jari and like fucking Merzlikins, if he's available, like, is that gonna be that much of an improvement? And not to
Mm-hmm.
mention too, now they have no negotiating power like at all. Like,
No, after that abomination last game.
dude, you could right now fucking like you could offer up like a fucking e-bug and still ask for a first round pick because that's how desperate the Oilers are. So it's like they almost have to I guess that's probably why the management and the team is just sitting there being like, oh yeah, our goaltending's not that bad. It's our defense because they're secretly like, we need a new fucking goaltender. We just can't let everyone know how desperate we are.
That's what I thought it was last year. That's what I thought was last year with Stan Bowman. But I think he made it very clear that he thought his goaltending was fine because he didn't make a move at the trade deadline. He said the same thing to start this season, and now it's become very evident to everybody when you see numbers like this. Like the numbers don't lie. They need a
Yeah.
goalie, man, and it's like I've been
Yeah.
saying for a long time, bro.
Hey,
It's
just quickly because I'm good to keep talking about this, but you know what I was thinking of? Like,
Hmm.
would be kind of like a beauty like collab if you and I went to the fucking Bethel Church in Sherwood Park and found that priest that looks like fucking Chris
Knobloch.
Knoblauch, and
Yeah.
then ask him if he could like fucking bless the Oilers, and then I could just like start running my mouth and just be like, yo, why are you playing fucking Skinner so much? Like act like he's actually the coach. I feel like that would be like a good fucking sketch, and then he would just like awkwardly be like, "Dude, like I'm a fucking priest and shit." Like, dude, tell me that isn't a good sketch.
Dude, that would be hilarious, man. And look at all of our viewers watching this live right now, guys. This is
Yeah,
in the making right now. This is in the making.
yeah.
I think we need to do that, Rick.
Next time you come to fucking Edmonton, bro, we're gonna call the church and ask fucking when Priest Knobloch is available, or what do you call him, Reverend Knobloch?
Do you think he'd be willing to do it though? Or he may be like, this isn't. It's not very Christian like.
He might go tell us to pound sand or fucking holy water or something, but like it's worth a shot, bro.
We could try it. It would be interesting.
Yeah,
It
I mean, I
would be
think it's good.
interesting.
It's good press for him too, and it's like he's gotta lean into it, dude. You know
Dude,
what I
I
mean?
think that's got viral written all over it.
Yeah, fucking right, dude.
It could be for one of your Bodog videos, but I think we should do it.
Yeah,
I'll be home during the holidays, so if you want to do it like close to Christmas time, or if I have something coming up sooner when I'm
yeah,
back in Edmonton, I'll let you know.
yeah. We should ask him. Around Christmas time, be like, buddy, you got like fucking. He might do a deep dive on my social media, and all of a sudden be like, ooh, this guy. I don't know if he's fucking Jesus like, but
Oh man, that would be funny. That's pretty funny though, man. We've been talking about doing a sketch, bro. We need to do it, man.
yeah, fucking right.
Okay, you know what? I wanted to ask you about this last week, so I think now is as good as time as ever. Jack Hughes apparently had a finger incident
Yeah,
at a dinner with his teammates, with one of their super fans that they took out 40 plus years or something like that.
yeah,
And Jack Hughes is now out for 8 weeks. I think it's been a couple of weeks since that. I think he's been caught having dinner with Tate McRae since then. Good for him.
yeah.
But I don't know. What do you make of this, Rick? Like, how does this happen when the team goes out for dinner and your star player, your franchise, essentially gets injured at a team dinner and breaks his finger?
Yeah, it just sounds like the guys were shit faced, to be honest. Like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he like fucking slice half of it off or something? I think it was
Are
with a
you
knife.
serious?
I think there was a knife involved. I think I heard that in fucking 42 Thoughts or whatever, Elliot
Oh
Friedman.
no.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking crazy. I don't know, man. Like shit happens when you tip a few. Like I remember at my fucking graduation in high school, I broke my ankle because I was like tipping a few, and like I was like I played soccer too and shit, like travel soccer, and then like you show up, and you kind of feel like you let the team down when you fucking get an off ice injury and shit. But
Yeah, yeah.
dude, it just sounds like they were fucking giving her, and then he got injured. Like, you know what I mean? But as for the Tate McRae, yeah, like I don't know, like I think she likes hockey players, bro. Like,
Yeah, she's from Calgary. She's Canadian.
yeah, yeah, she grew up watching the fellas play because she was dating another hockey player. Fuck, I forget who it was. He played for the Jackets, like Cole Sillinger, who was a
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he fucking, I don't know. I think he murked it a little bit. But who was, Biz said something funny where he was like, yeah, she's like an inside, like fucking informant for Team Canada. That was actually pretty jokes.
Great news in Leaf Nation. The captain, Austin Matthews, is back.
Yeah.
You don't look overly enthused about this, Rick.
14 points in 18 games. I'd like to see a little more fucking from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, when you hear the comparisons, Austin Matthews and is better than Leon Draisaitl from Leaf Nation. I mean, is this true?
Yeah, those are those fucking We Want Florida fans. They got that are like on TikTok, and they got like the
Yeah.
fucking weird bowl cut haircuts and shit like that. Like those aren't real fucking dude. What you like? You got to be a fucking dog, right? And a guy like Leon, yeah, he's not doing good, like as good this year, but fucking, he performs in the playoffs, right?
Oh
Like
yeah.
look at his track record. Look at his fucking stat line in
Hmm.
the playoffs. Like Uncle Leon delivers. He's what you
Yeah.
call a dog in the in,
Yeah.
in the big games. Poppy ain't it. I mean, he can whack home 69 tucks. Nice.
Hmm.
So I have to say nice every time I say 69 tucks. Nice.
And
But
Austin Matthews is what in the playoffs? He's a Chihuahua or what?
fucking I don't want to get a fucking PP slap on here. I was gonna say pussy as in a cat. So like we'll say a pussy cat. Like
Yeah.
what didn't he miss a game because he fucking had diarrhea from eating at Chipotle or something? Or
And didn't play. I couldn't believe that. I
a
was just like,
tummy ache.
I was literally just watching a video about this kind of stuff. Michael Jordan's been popping up on my feed a lot lately, and Jordan talked about like you hear that term in basketball, load management.
Yeah.
Sometimes their stars are sitting out a few games before the playoffs for load management, rest days. Michael Jordan didn't believe in that. I think 11 out of his 16 seasons, dude, he played every single game.
Yeah.
And his point was, it's like, hey, you know what? There's somebody up in the rafters or the stands that's never seen me play before. I'm out.
Yeah.
I want to be on the court and I want to make sure I'm playing for them. He's like, when I almost broke my ankle and I had to be helped off the court. He's like, I went back in the locker room, I taped it back up and went back out into play. That was the kind of GOAT mentality that Michael Jordan had. He was going to be out there no matter what it took, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's the mentality he had. He wanted to impress the fans. He wanted to go out there and play the best that he could,
Yeah.
and achieve that status. And I don't know.
I'm
I don't
kind of
know.
starting to wonder if like the Leafs like management or organization is using injuries as a way to protect players. Like which is a really sad fucking thing to do because it's like notice how Stoller started playing like shit and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's injured. We won't say what it is, but it's worse than expected." And then Poppy like last year was having a down year and it's like, "Oh yeah, he had to go to fucking what was it, Germany or
Yeah.
something?" God no, like was that the country or was it fucking
Yeah.
Bulgaria or like
Yeah, something
some
like that.
weird thing, and then all of a sudden, like this year, it's like, oh yeah, he's injured, and it's like, are they just now like, is that what they do when guys are on a cold streak? They're like, yeah, like don't worry, we're just gonna say you're fucking injured so that like all the fans don't like. If that's the case, like, I don't know, that could be a little conspiracy theory, but it's like, my Christ, man, this guy can't stay fucking healthy.
Hmm. It's not helping them, that's for sure, if that's what they're doing. But isn't it interesting after Stolar's kind of ran his mouth on Nylander after that one game interview, after that interview in overtime there, it wasn't too much longer after he got hurt, bro.
So what are you saying? Like the fucking mafia or something? The Leafs got connections to the mafia, and they're like, "Hey, you gotta be sleeping with the fishes."
I was just thinking it was karma. That's what I
Oh,
meant.
okay. I thought you were saying like they got someone to like fucking bust his knee up or something. Like if you talk again, buddy.
Anthony in the live chat just brought up a point here, and actually, you know what? I lied to you on that live before when you said, you know what Robida Island is. I actually had no clue what you were talking about. What is Robida Island?
Oh, you don't know.
I don't.
Oh, so the Leafs they had a history of well, ever since they introduced the salary cap, what they would do is that because they were so terrible at making signings, dude, they signed fucking a guy named Jeff Finger. Have you ever heard of him before?
Jeff Finger?
Yeah,
No.
Jeff Fingerbanger. I don't know if that was his nickname. That's what I called him. The guy played like 10 games in his NHL career, and then fucking some Leafs manager, I think it was John Ferguson, gave him like 3.5 sheets a season, and he never even played like in the NHL. I think they actually thought he was another defenseman. And it was like this weird thing where they signed the wrong guy. Like you'd have to look it up. Anyways, long story short, what they do is because they were so bad at making moves and then they would be up at the salary cap is they would start like kind of saying that guys were injured and then they just wouldn't play. And it was like this weird thing. Like Robida was like kind of still healthy, but the Leafs didn't want him anymore. So they just said he was injured and he was like on LTIR and like no one heard what happened. The same thing happened to Joffrey Lupul. And if
Yeah.
yeah, you could look it up. Was that the Leafs were in the middle of like a rebuild or something, and they had him signed, so they basically said that he was injured, and then all of a sudden he came out and said, no, I'm healthy. And then he had to like do like another physical, and somehow the doctor said, no, you actually are injured. And that was like the final verdict. So it was kind of like, were the Leafs like fucking paying these doctors off to basically say that he was medically unfit? I don't know if I'm doing it too much justice. Speaking of the LTIR, I hear that fucking ambulance in the...
It's on its way.
But I did the long way, but if you were to do like a normal clip, basically Robida Island is like a Leafs organization say that players are injured who aren't actually like injured and incapable of playing, as a way to not have to count them towards the cap. Does that make sense?
So you're saying they were doing the Las Vegas Golden Knights method around the playoffs and the Tampa Bay Lightning? Same idea?
Yeah, but the Leafs weren't making playoffs. Like, that's how bad they were. Like, not only were they spending up to the cap, they were always coming like 10th or 11th or 12th and still fucking this up. But yeah, they were kind of the ones that I think started it, to be honest. I think they probably gave the idea to other teams.
But, that being said, I think the Leafs actually hold the record for most consistency for making the playoffs. They don't go far in the playoffs, but in terms of making the playoffs, I think they hold the current longest record right now.
Yeah, now I think it's 9 years. I mean, without the cap, I mean, there was teams like Detroit, St. Louis that got fucking 20 plus years. But that was also when like there was less teams and shit. I'm sure in the original 6, when like every team made the fucking playoffs, there was like a team there. But yeah, the Leafs I think are at 9 right now. I don't know though, man.
So did you? I know you love your boys there at Overdrive, and here was the comment that was said here by what is that? Brian Hayes.
Yeah.
Stuart Skinner can't be a starter in the NHL, is what he said, and
yeah.
I don't know. So what do you think happens here? Because Rick, this was the rumor. This was the rumor. I don't know if it's true, but
Okay.
I'm gonna float this by you right here. Okay. We know how there was talk about Binnington. Oilers have interest in Binnington. The rumor was the Edmonton Oilers, Stan Bowman, had a deal with the St. Louis Blues. Skinner for Binnington. However, Stan Bowman also wanted a defenseman in return.
Fuck, yeah.
And the deal died.
He got greedy.
What in the world makes you think Stuart Skinner has that kind of value? And then you watch the game the following night. I mean, they probably ripped that up and laughed at his face, didn't they?
Fucking Bowman couldn't keep his hands out of the cookie jar. But you know what though? Like in theory though, this is gonna sound crazy, but like I actually, for the Blues, like if they're a team that's like going to rebuild or like whatever, like retool, because they're kind of fucking the dog this year, like I could see them trying to move off of like some of the bigger contracts. And the thing is that you never know how Stu would do in a situation where it was like him, and because they got that other young kid,
Hoffer.
Yeah, and like I almost wonder if that's the type of situation where Stu would be. Because sometimes it's the situation, dude. It's not even like, again, Stu, like in theory, like he might just be a fucking beer league goalie. In all honesty, that might be his like fucking career potential. But you never know if he was kind of like in a 1A, 1B situation, like a tandem, how he would do. But the problem is that for where the Oilers are and what he is, it just doesn't fucking work. Like that's the problem, is that he's never going to steal them games. He's never going to, like, even when he outplayed Ottinger last year in the West Final, that wasn't really because of Stu that they won that series. That was because Edmonton overwhelmed Dallas.
Yeah.
But it's like, but that's the issue with him, is that it's kind of like when Dubas became the general manager. It's like a weird thing. It's like you gave somebody a position that I just don't think that they were fucking ready for. And they hoped it would. They hoped it would because he was young, but that's the problem. And here's the other thing I want to say quickly too, is that like part of this is the fucking it's kind of the Oilers' fault in my opinion, but all of these fucking no move contracts that they have on their team, it is brutal because like even a guy like Darnell Nurse, like I actually think Darnell Nurse is a good like $5 million defenseman. Like if he was making kind of what like, you know, Chris Tanev was making, I would be like okay, but now they're handcuffed because the guy makes like fucking over 9 sheets a year and he's got a full no move, so they could bring a trade to him and be like, hey, but you want to trade? And he could say, hey, go fuck yourself.
That's basically what he told Bowman in the offseason, apparently.
Yeah. And Morgan Riley, like for the Leafs, is the same thing. Like the Leafs, like they got to fix that whole fucking defense, but it starts with Mo. But if Mo doesn't want to, he's not going to go anywhere. So I don't know. Like the Oilers, that's the problem, is that they're fucking locked into so many contracts that really the only guys you can move are like the guys that no one really wants. I'm sorry, but
no, it's true. It's true. And I don't know, did you watch Darnell Nurse after that game when they were interviewing him?
No, what did he say?
Bro was just like defeated. It almost looked like he was gonna cry, bro, when they were sitting there talking to him. Like you could just tell how angry he was. And I get it, the guy's he's one of the leaders in the locker room, but it didn't look like it when he was talking to the media. The one guy who I can really see as the true leader in that locker room, next to McDavid, because McDavid had some good points saying, hey, listen, I felt bad for both guys. We didn't defend well and we got to do better at that. And I think goaltending's more than that. I think it's a team effort, which was a great answer. And even Draisaitl as well too. I really liked what Draisaitl said. He's like, you know what? You can ask Stu and Pix if they could have played better. Of course, they're going to tell you that they could play better, but all of us can play better, So those were awesome answers, but Darnell Nurse was just like, you can't blame one guy.
Yeah. There's that one video of him, like, it's not a good look. Somebody said, like, because he was, like, skating backwards. Remember that one where he just kept skating backwards and just someone was saying that his ass was, like, literally going to fly onto 105 Street or something because he just kept, like, and I was like, there's some clips about him. I was like, what are you doing? And I got chirped in the comments on my live, even though I'm pretty sure there's like fucking 3 people watching me. But somebody said like Darnell Nurse isn't worth 5 bananas. But I'm like, dude, like he can log like 20 minutes plus a game. Like I'm not saying he's like good by any means, but he's not like a $9 million player, but I would still take him for probably about, like, I would take him on the Leafs for like 4.5, 5. Why not?
But you know what also frustrates me with this team, Rick? It's not just how bad they are defensively. It's not just the goaltending on how bad it is. Knobloch is really making me angry, bro. Like I watch these games. He establishes a new line. He finally takes Draisaitl off of McDavid's line. Okay, great. Draisaitl's got his own line. That line produces, and then it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna put the mixer in and screw it. Let's put Draisaitl and McDavid back together. It's like, what are you doing, man? Leave these guys alone. Let them drive their own lines so the team's more dangerous together. And what? They don't score one game, so you could decide you got to mix things up again. Like, that's my frustration, man. You're not letting the rest of the guys play, bro. And I think that's what's killing the Edmonton Oilers too, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's the other thing too. It's like if you fucking make another coaching change, it's like then you just look like, because it's like how many different fucking coaches have they gone through in the last couple of years? Like they had that one bad start with Woodcroft, but it's like, dude, that guy also was like a 700 winning percentage, and they fucking hacked him. I was like, what? So then they bring this guy that literally only had experience coaching in the fucking OHL, and then all of a sudden it's like yeah, but it's just like, I don't know, like even if what's his name, because people were kind of saying Pete DeBoer maybe as like, and it's like, yeah, but you see how hard he is on goaltenders. Like
Yeah, yeah,
he pulled Jake Ottinger in Game 7, and then that's the reason why he got sacked. Can you
yeah.
imagine what he
He
would
got
do?
canned.
He would literally. I could see if if Pete DeBoer was the coach for the Oilers, I could see him pulling Skinner in a game, then putting picks, and then pulling picks, putting Skinner back, and then back and forth, because he would just get so pissed. He would fucking pull them like every other goal.
Okay, I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better.
Yeah.
Forget about Pete DeBoer. Let's just say the Edmonton Oilers were looking at making a coaching change. I'm not saying that they are, but if they were, there's one guy waiting in the rafters right now. John Tortorella. What would that be like?
I don't know, dude. I think he would probably fucking fight. He would street fight that Jim Matheson guy and fucking Mark Spector. Like he would just honestly, he'd probably fucking drop him with those guys. What didn't correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Jim Matheson like literally I didn't get to watch the clip, but I saw him like talking to Stu and he was like saying, "What do you think about like everyone wanting you out of town?"
No way.
Find the I didn't get to watch it. Like find the fucking clip, but he was like it wasn't those words, like I'm paraphrasing, but he was basically like saying, "What do you think about the fact that everyone thinks you're terrible?"
Wow. Matheson said this during a Skinner interview.
Dude, you could literally look it up right now. I don't know.
I gotta find that clip for sure.
Yeah.
What did Skinner say?
I didn't watch it because I just saw it on X when I was looking for shit, but it was like I didn't hear his response. But that's the one thing about Stu is that he's pretty like whether or not like he goes home and he fucking like cries in the shower, but like he's at least like pretty good at like hiding the fact that everybody like what everyone thinks about him, which is I don't know if it's like false confidence or if it's just like I don't know, maybe it's determination, but something's up with him. I don't know.
Well, you notice no one's talking about the new goaltending coach that they brought in. They said that was the problem, right? They fired Dustin Schwartz, or they relieved him of his duties. They didn't renew his contract, and they brought in Peter Aubry, who basically had Skinner lose his beer gut, lose some weight, and
Oh yeah.
I thought it kind of made sense because I was like, okay, maybe he's more agile. He'll be quicker in the net. Game one, I thought he was quicker, and then he cost us the game with that third goal. And then after that, I just haven't really noticed anything at all.
They gotta stop. They gotta stop like saying that like people losing weight and shit is like such a like, dude. Every time they've said that, it makes no fucking difference. Like, like again, like I know that was one of the clips that we did earlier this season, but like the fact that he lost 15 pounds, it's like okay, so how is he going to make 15 more saves than he needs to? Like, you can say all you want. Like, even Morgan Riley, like, he lost weight. And it's like, okay, but he's still fucking tossing up pizzas to the other team. So it's like, what does that mean? Like, the weight thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Leafs and the Oilers, bro, just took a really bad turn, man. And you seeing how bad we are. I think we're like third last and second last for goals against. It's not looking good for both teams right now, but hopefully they turn it around. Do you think the Leafs are still going to make the playoffs this year, Rick?
I don't know. Honestly, I would have said like I had projected them to really have this kind of like light a fire under their ass, like this new identity, and like basically all three of those guys have been absolute horse shit that they got to replace Mitchie. I think it's possible, but like at the same time too, it's like I have no reason to believe they're gonna fucking turn it around because they've just been too many bad stretches of hockey and inconsistent, right? Like I don't know.
I think what I heard you saying on your show there last was You talked about it on here as well too, but the Toronto Maple Leafs had such a long stretch of home games.
Yeah.
They haven't been on the road, and the road, those long road trips. The team builds camaraderie, right, on
Oh,
those
buddy.
road trips.
Think about all
And
the
they haven't been doing that.
think about all the road trips you've gone on with your buddies. Doesn't it bring the boys a little closer
Yeah,
together?
that's true. That's true.
You got to go on
That's
the
true.
road.
So you think maybe that's affected the Leafs?
I don't know. I mean, people would say I'm an idiot if I said that too many home games was a bad thing because they would be like, well, then you should win them all, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But I just think too much of one thing, as Kenny Powers said, is no fucking bueno. And then like the Oil too, like they played a lot of road games, and then a lot of them were against like these like like East opponents, 2 hour time zone, and they were just traveling so much. Like I'd like to see how they do for this stretch of hockey with like a bunch of home games, right? Like let's see, like the crowd is bumping, dude. Like
Hmm.
other than the Bell Center, I would say the next best place, and they're close because I went to two Oilers playoff games, and dude, it is fucking
Unreal.
electric, dude. So like,
Bananas.
yeah, they gotta let's see how they do at home before like I can honestly say they're not going to be a playoff team because I just don't think with Connor and Leon they're going to miss.
Yeah. They're going to lead their team. They know what the team's capable of, but it's up to them to I don't know, stir it up in the locker room and get them going. And we know McDavid can be vocal when he wants to
Yeah,
be. We've seen that clip. One final point here, and then we're gonna move on to our bench clears message.
yeah,
Kefius, one of the subscribers on the channel, great point that he brought up here, and I wanted to get your take on this too, Rick. He says, I feel the loss of coffee on the bench has been a huge impact too. So Edmonton Oilers don't have Paul Coffey on the bench. Now,
yeah,
he was an assistant coach, and a lot of people said he was in charge of coaching the defense, which he spent a lot of time with. But I think Paul Coffey's role was more of an advisor to the team. And apparently, the reason he's not around anymore is, I think he maybe rubbed people the wrong way. And when I say that, Paul Coffey's very straight to the point, and I don't think
yeah,
he care. I don't think he cares if he hurts your feelings or whatever the case. The guy's a winner. The guy's a winner. He's a Stanley Cup champion, and he knows what it takes. And I think he didn't get along well with the management or coaching staff, and I think that's a big part of the reason why the Edmonton Oilers defense is struggling, because they don't have Paul Coffey there to tell them what they need to hear.
yeah. Well, he also played in a different era,
Era.
so it's probably like his message isn't getting through to
Mm,
or wasn't getting through the same way with Berube, like Chief with the Leafs is like I don't think he is the problem. Like everyone's like, well, it's the coach's responsibility to get the messages through the players. But it's like, yeah, but you can't teach them to be fucking dogs out there, right?
right.
Like, either you have it or you don't, and that's like the Oilers defense. It's like I don't know. Like they seem to be very like I just feel like the Oilers like it's crazy because I know Connor or like, yeah, last year in the playoffs he was like he has that quote where he was like, yes, we can play defense, but it's like
Hmm.
I don't know that they can. Like I think that they're very focused on their high octane offense.
Hmm.
And
I agree.
yeah, like I don't know, man. I said like from the get go, like I think a defenseman like they need a stay at home guy. You know who I think would actually help them on the back end would be like fucking Brandon Carlo for the Leafs or like a Chris Tana, like a stay at home defenseman, so that some of those guys can like go up and join the rush and not like I don't know. Again, I coached 5-year-olds, so the fuck do I know?
No, I agree. They need some type of shutdown defenseman, and that's what Matthias Ekholm was. He hit mostly every facet of the game. The guy's tough. He stay at home, solid defensively, can score when you need him to, can contribute offensively. But even his defensive play has been has fallen off a little bit. So yeah, I think that's what the Edmonton Oilers are lacking for sure, man. They need another guy like that. Brett Kulak was kind of supposed to be that guy, but he's been really struggling as of late as well too, man.
He's it's too many when you have too many of the same type of guys, like that's not ideal either, right? Like they need fucking I don't know, man. What was it? Someone said just a guy. It wasn't my saying, but like you can't have too many of those like fucking third, four defensemen, and I feel like the Oilers have a few of those. Like I'm sorry, but like Emberson, that guy shouldn't be a top six guy on a contending team. He just shouldn't.
I've actually liked him this year. He's throwing the body around a lot out there now. He wasn't doing that last year, so I think he's trying to prove that he should be in the lineup for the Oilers if they're going to make a move, because they traded away Troy Stetcher to the Leafs. Or no, they waived him, actually.
They waived him,
up. Yeah.
They tried to send him down to the fucking junkie, and the Leafs took him. And then he flipped out when he was playing for the Leafs. But it's like, look at like some of the Oilers guys before you get into your segment. Like Bouge on any other team, he's probably like a 2. Like a Darnell Nurse is kind of like a 3-4, but he's their number one. Ekholm, like, just because of his age, I would say he's a 3-4.
Yeah.
But like Emberson's like a 7-8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kulak is Kulak, maybe on the Leafs he plays, but like is Kulak playing on like the fucking Avalanche defense?
No.
I don't know, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird. Like Wallman, I think with his offensive ability, he's definitely like a second pairing, but I don't know, dude. They need some more. They got to figure it out, bro.
They do. Guys, we're going to do our bench clears segment here, and then I got an exciting announcement for everybody watching this live. Everybody on this live is going to hear this first.
Ooh.
So let's do our promotional message first. Benchclears.com is the go-to spot for hockey fans who want to rep their team in style. Tanks, hoodies, windbreakers, they've got it all. And right now, you can save 15% off with code NOPucksGiven15 at checkout. Don't just watch hockey. Wear it. Benchclears.com.
Let's go.
And right now is a fantastic time to buy, guys, because as of tomorrow, it is Black Friday. Best prices of the year online. And you can use my discount code I just told you there, NOPucksGiven15 at checkout in the promotional code there. And speaking of which, tomorrow morning, I do have a promotional video dropping with Bench Clears. It's an Oilers hoodie giveaway. Sick. Starting on Black Friday tomorrow. So it's very simple, guys. You're the first ones to hear about this if you're watching this live. All you need to do is make sure you're following me. Follow Rick as well, too. Let's follow my boy Rick. And make sure you're following the Bench Clears account. Make sure you're following Bench Clears. And tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, that video is going to drop. And on that video, you got to make sure you like it. And then you're going to leave a comment. And this comment on the video, I want to hear your best Edmonton Oilers memory, or, considering all the things we've been talking about on this show today, your hottest Edmonton Oilers take. One of those comments, whatever you prefer. The top comment is going to win an Edmonton Oilers hoodie of your choice. So we're going to announce the winner on Cyber Monday on Monday. So Cyber Monday, December 1st. Is when we're going to announce the winner. So that's all you got to do. Make sure you're following myself. Follow Rick Rowley. That's my dog right there. Follow Bench Clears. And if you guys have Instagram, that's where we're actually going to be announcing the winner. So hopefully everyone on this live has Instagram. So make sure you follow us on there and leave a comment of your favorite Edmonton Oilers memory or your hottest take for the Edmonton Oilers. That's all it takes, guys. Free Edmonton Oilers hoodie.
I'll tell you what. You don't have to follow me because I'm going to participate and try to get that hoodie.
And you know what? Rick's got some pretty good, I don't know what you want to say.
Fucking some burner accounts that are going to come in and get me a couple of likes.
I love it.
I don't got burner accounts.
No, he doesn't. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all it takes, guys. We're gonna pick our favorite comment in there, your favorite Edmonton Oilers memory or hottest take, and you're gonna go home with an Edmonton Oilers hoodie. And they've got a manufacturer right out here in Canada, so you're going to get it in like 1 or 2 days. It's going to come quick. You don't have to wait long. So make sure you watch for that video. It's going to drop at 8 a.m. on Instagram tomorrow. Super excited for everybody watching the live here. Hammer Time says I watched your live for 500 minutes. Wow. You want to talk about dedication right there. Thanks, Hammer Time. I appreciate that, bro. I hope you're sharing the live. But guys, that's it for me. I'm sorry, Rick, I don't have the Andy Frisella Andygram ready for you today. So
no way.
Sorry, bro. I was doing a bunch of stuff when I got home, but we'll make sure we have it ready for next week. And hopefully you're back for next week. And maybe depending on timing, the sooner you let me know, Rick, what time works for you, I'll let AJ know. Maybe he can join us last minute as well too. So.
Oh, for sure. I appreciate that, dude. And for everyone, normally Stu likes to keep the time fucking consistent, but with dad duty, my girl being on the IR right now, the kid's kind of like, I'm actually, when I was doing this interview, I'm watching my kid on the fucking baby monitor at the same time. I'm like, oh, I see her moving around, but I'm like, okay, if she just like rolls around and shits herself, I don't need to go up. But if I start seeing her crying, I'm like, bro, like,
gotta go.
But we got it. She slept right through.
Nice. Well, I'll let you get back to daddy duty there. And Rick, always a pleasure having you in the show. Thanks for joining.
Love it, dude.
Had a great time, and hopefully we'll see you next Thursday at 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. It depends on daddy duty there. So thanks for coming through, brother.
Yeah, man. Give fucking StuartForreal some love, guys. Fucking follow him too. He's a diehard Oilers fan, bud.
Yeah, man. And I do my best to learn about the Maple Leafs over there as well too. Guys, if you're
shit.
Guys, if you're also listening to the audio version on Spotify, help out the channel. Make sure you give it a 5-star rating on Spotify, Apple Podcasts as well too. And if you're watching the video format on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate that, guys. All right, guys, that's it for me. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. This is StuartForreal.
Signing out.